The storm rolled over the valley that night, tearing at the roofs and howling through the dry grasslands. Inside a crumbling hut at the edge of the ranchlands, a woman lay curled on the dirt floor, her face bruised, her hands trembling around a threadbare shawl. Her husband had left hours ago, shouting curses that still echoed in her ears, words like knives, each one cutting deeper. "You gave me nothing but girls!" Three little faces hid behind a broken wooden chest, eyes wide with fear, as their mother struggled to catch her breath. The wind howled louder, but it couldn't drown out the pain in her chest. The pain of a heart that had stopped believing she was worth anything. And then, through the rain and dust, came the sound of heavy hooves. A massive figure dismounted outside, his long coat flapping like a flag in the wind. Everyone in the valley knew him. The giant rancher, they called him. A man as tall as a tree, with shoulders broad enough to carry half the world. He was silent, rough, and solitary. A widower who spoke little and kept to his land. When he knocked, the door almost fell off its hinges. The woman flinched, thinking her husband had returned. But instead, she saw a stranger's face framed by rain and moonlight. His deep eyes studied her wounds, the trembling girls, the cold silence of the room. He said nothing at first, just stepped inside and knelt beside her, taking her hand gently. "You shouldn't be here anymore," he said in a voice deep as thunder but soft as prayer. "Come with me." She stared at him, unable to speak, afraid, ashamed. "I've got land that needs life again," he continued. "You and your girls, come with me." She shook her head, tears mixing with mud. "I've got nothing," she whispered. "No dowry, no sons, no worth." The rancher's jaw tightened. "You've got heart," he said. "That's worth more than any son." And with that, he lifted her in his arms like she weighed nothing, carrying her and her daughters through the storm toward the hills. Weeks turned into months. His ranch, once silent as a grave, filled with the laughter of children. The woman learned to cook for more than hunger, to sing for more than sorrow. The giant rancher worked the land, teaching the girls how to ride, how to plant, how to dream again. People whispered, calling her lucky, calling him foolish. But the two said nothing. They just worked, side by side, under the endless sun. One evening, as dusk turned the sky red, she brought him water and found him sitting by the fence, staring at the horizon. "You never asked why I came that night," he said quietly. She smiled faintly. "Maybe I was too afraid to know." He turned his face to her, eyes glistening. "My wife. She died giving birth to our third daughter. The men in town said she was cursed. I buried her with my own hands." His voice broke. "When I heard your husband shouting that night, I couldn't let it happen again." She felt tears burn her eyes as the truth settled like rain in her heart. Gently, she placed her hand on his. "You didn't save me," she whispered. "You saved yourself." He smiled, tired and tender, as the girls ran across the field chasing fireflies. The ranch that once echoed with loneliness now pulsed with life and laughter. Years later, when the giant rancher's heart gave out one quiet dawn, the woman found a letter tucked beneath his pillow. It said only this: "If love is a seed, then pain is the rain that helps it grow. Don't let the world tell you your worth. You gave me back my life." She pressed the letter to her chest, tears falling onto the ink, knowing the giant man who once rescued her had truly been the one who needed saving. As the sun rose over the valley, she whispered to the wind, "We saved each other." If this story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe for more stories of pain, love, and the strength it takes to begin again.